What's up, guys? RuppDat here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if you probably can't see it in the video, but I'm gonna play with the brightness and contrast after the recording. I turned the brightness up on my TV to be able to actually see what the hell I'm doing this time, so hopefully things go smoother. In the last episode, we explored Traverse Town a bit, got into a fight with some Heartless, as we now know they're called, even though I already spoiled that like 2 episodes ago. And we also met these two, Yuffie and Leon, better known as Squall Leonhart, both from Final Fantasy VIII. And we also beat Leon in a fight. All you really get for beating him is experience, and you will get a bonus item later. But it doesn't matter if you win or lose that fight, because the result is going to be the same. You'll be brought here, get the Heartless explanation, and then go from there. So yes, Leon's gonna ask us if we're ready to fight for our lives. I already kind of went through this. I'm ready. Go join Aerith. Aerith from Final Fantasy VII is over with Donald and Goofy right now.
Yuffie, go!
Damn Heartless.
Yuffie!
Sora, let's go.
As you wish, Leon. That, by the way, is a new kind of Heartless that we have not encountered yet. The Soldiers. They are probably the second most common Heartless in the game after the Shadows. So as we finally get back into some action here, he says, don't bother with the small fry, find the leader. The leader is going to be the boss of Traverse Town, obviously. But, obviously, there's nothing stopping us from beating the hell out of these soldiers. Irritating little things, aren't they? They are tougher than the Shadows, though. Not by much, but they are. Basically, they will lunge at you, spin at you, pretty much. Their attacks are pretty easily blocked as long as you keep an eye on them. Like so. Spirit Shard, interesting. Now, to actually find the leader, where we want to go is the 3rd district. We are currently in an alleyway just outside of the 2nd district, where we were before. These Heartless are going to spawn all over the frickin' place. You're free to beat on them as you see fit. I mean, the experience is good, so might as well. As for where the 3rd district is, I gotta remember. For some reason, I always seem to get lost in Traverse Town. I do not know why. I shouldn't, but I do, for whatever reason. Stupid Shadows. Die, soldier, and there we go. I got a level up. Nice. More soldiers. Okay, this is the point where I'm gonna start running. I think where I need to go is right over here, maybe? Yes, it is, actually. Now, there is one other place I would like to... Actually, no, before I go there is one other place I do want to visit. Or can I not get to it right now? I guess I can't get to it right now. Fair enough. I will point it out later, then. You're in my way, Shadows. I'd appreciate if you got lost. And stop trying to claw me. So yeah, this is the point where regular battles with the Heartless at pure random are going to become common. And they aren't really like the random encounters you'll find in other RPGs because, well, since we aren't actually bound to a specific battle screen, we can't exactly just run and that'll be it. I mean, we can actually run, but we have to run pretty far away before they finally leave us alone. So we're here in the 3rd district now, where things are pretty quiet. If we move forward a bit, the fun begins. Uh-oh.
Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Yes, they are, Goofy. That was fast. And this is where our trio comes together. Yep. This is also the only time that this will happen in this game. Pillars to block off all the other exits, to keep us confined to this little area. And we got a bunch of shadows here. Or not shadows, soldiers. I just got through explaining the difference. So, Donald and Goofy, I'll explain this a bit while we're dealing with the soldiers! Why do I keep getting them mixed up? I shouldn't. Donald is a wizard, obviously. Goofy fights with a shield, so he's pretty defensive and has a lot of HP. Donald's more prone to using magic, and he's pretty weak physically. But he does tend to waste his magic sometimes. Oh boy! And I guess that concludes that explanation. Meet the boss of Traverse Town, Guard Armor! Guard Armor is a pretty nasty Heartless. He has different HP bars, so I'm going to have to go over them separately. His hands have their own HP, so do his leg, and the torso has the main HP, but you can't actually hurt the torso until the other body parts are taken out of the picture. And he does a lot of damage. You're going to want to take out the hands first, I will say that, because his hands actually do the most damage. So essentially, you just want to pick your spots, attack. The hands have the lowest HP, but they do the most damage. When he does that, get away from him. His attack pattern kind of changes depending on what body parts he has still attached to him or moving around. Attack the feet a bit. Ow! Oh, and Donald and Goofy have their own set of items already equipped, so you don't have to worry about healing for a tiny bit in that regard. Is that hand not dead yet? Also, they tend to get knocked out a lot. Okay, there we go. One of the hands is down. Which is good. Every time you destroy one of the limbs, you get some HP orbs will drop for you to be able to pick up to heal yourself. If Donald and Goofy get knocked out, you can use potions and high potions, stuff like them. Phoenix Downs do not exist in this game, but just simply using some kind of healing item on them will bring him back around. Donald tends to get knocked out a lot more than Goofy, because he's obviously got the weaker HP, being the wizard. Yep, gonna get away from him. Guard Armor is a pretty tricky boss, I'm not gonna lie. I think he has a pretty good position in this game right now, being the boss where he is. He's challenging, but not entirely difficult, as long as you figure out what you're doing. And I cannot seem to avoid him slamming his body down. Ugh. Is that foot gone yet? No, it is not. Now it is. Now you can target the main torso, but it switches to a whole new attack pattern from this point. Which mostly includes basically turning into a living tornado that will actually seek you out. Oh! He's gone! Okay. I guess his HP slowly got drained somehow during, as the battle went on. But regardless, there we go! Guard Armor is down! Goodbye and good riddance. As he loses the heart he stole, or I think hearts are probably more appropriate to create something like that, we get Brave Warrior, which is something we can equip in a little bit. But first, it's cutscene time.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course. Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need him to come with us to help us find the king.
That's a little underhanded, Donald.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh,
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Whoa.
Uh,
For ones on happy faces.
classic Disney logic. Are you ready for this, guys? Oh my god.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Donald Duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
And thus, the friendship is formed. But, there are some who are not happy with this.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys. Slug on the eyes, they're all bilge rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
I'm sure you can probably pick out which voice belongs to which character if you know your Disney movies well enough. But I'll leave them be for the time being. I'll make sure I'm prepared for the journey ahead, Leon. And yes, I will be checking out the shops before I actually leave here. So, this is a gift from all of them, 100 money, so we can actually buy a few things. And this is something that is a gift from Leon, an elixir. You only get this if you actually defeated Leon in the battle. If you don't, then you don't get the elixir. It's just that simple. And this is where we find out that Donald and Goofy's ship is called the Gummy Ship. That gate behind them is the way out of the world. But we can also teleport out of worlds to the Gummy Ship from save points. But not all save points let you board the Gummy Ship. This is where the difference between save points I brought up earlier, well, last episode actually, comes into play. The ones that are just flat on the ground, that are just like glowing circles that are just sitting on the ground, those ones will always teleport you to a Gummy Ship. They will have that option available no matter what. If it's just two, I like to call them little ghosts, swirling around, those kinds of save points can sometimes allow you to teleport to the Gummy Ship. Not always, though, because those are more meant to be like temporary save points. Yes, wait till we see the Gummy Ship. And Donald's going to give us another gift. The Fire Spell, so we can start using some magic. Also, as it says here, we can actually assign shortcut buttons through the Customize menu to put spells in certain places. Ethers are what will replenish our MP, which casting spells obviously consumes. And Goofy is going to give us Dodge Roll, our first ability. Activate abilities by equipping them. Some abilities are used by pressing square, others work automatically. Those ones are mostly the more battle-oriented abilities. Dodge Roll is definitely a very useful ability, though. Activating them requires AP, and we can equip them in the abilities menu. I'll get into this more in detail after we're done with all of this. And, of course, Jiminy is going to yeah, this actually allows me to get into a few more aspects from here. First off, one of the items, I'll actually deal with these in a bit. You can also look through all the available gummy blocks we have in regards to actually building more gummy ships. But I'll get more into this once we get into the gummy ship. Equipment, I'm going to go ahead and equip the Brave Warrior, which slightly raises max HP and strength. So it's a pretty nice thing to equip for early on. Donald's base weapon is the Mage's Staff, which obviously it's nothing too special like most of the starting weapons. Goofy's is, of course, the Knight's Shield. Same thing. Status, as you can tell from here, Sora is still pretty balanced. Only 11 experience points away from the next level? Wow. Donald's only 2. Donald is obviously much weaker because he's the magician of the group, the spellcaster. Goofy, obviously, far more defensive than anything else, but it usually keeps him alive longer, which is good. He will also have the most HP out of your group, always. The customize menu. Here you can customize from the triangle, square, or X buttons which spells you can use. To quick cast, you hold down the L1 button and press the whatever shortcut button you have equipped. Fire is already put on the triangle button, and it's the only thing you can get a shortcut button going for right now. You can also customize exactly what Donald and Goofy do in battle. They have their own basic setups already, but you cannot go through and change them. A more offensive build or defensive, be more conservative on MP and items, a fair balance. They have their own unique styles, and you can also just completely set things manually to get them set up. Experiment with them as you please to get them going however you want to fight. I think I'll leave them on their personal styles for right now, and I'll tweak them as I see fit throughout the Let's Play, depending on how things go. As far as abilities go, Donald and Goofy, well, Donald doesn't have one yet. Goofy, he has Rocket, which you can leap in an air when enemy attack it with a shield. It costs 1 MP. Go ahead and equip that. Sora, I'm going to go ahead and equip Dodge Roll. Dodge Roll, if you just press the square button while running around, you can do that. But there's also these things first. Remember the blue marks I talked about? These are Trinity marks. They appear in many places, and only the blue ones react in the beginning. We will get... There are different colored ones that will have different things, but we will get into those as the game progresses. Only Sora, Donald, and Goofy can perform these various Trinity moves. We will be getting other partners as the game goes on. They're temporary only to their worlds, but only Donald and Goofy can be out to actually use the Trinity marks. This is our first one, and it teleports us up to this balcony, where Sora can then proceed. There is a... Oh, it's right behind me. A treasure chest. That'll give us a postcard. The postcards are something completely different. Basically, there are 10 of them you have to find, and if you mail them through here, you get a special reward, and you get rewards the more you mail out. There is another blue Trinity mark right over here, where if we do this, we get a ton of money, which is very nice. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I've gotten through all my explanations. We've taken care of guard armor and kind of freed the town for the time being. And yeah. And I'll probably buy some stuff off screen maybe and go from there. So, with all that said, thank you guys for watching. I have been RuppDat. And I'm going to see you guys next time when we take off from Traverse Town and explore some other worlds. And also get our introduction to the gummy ship mechanics. So, I will see you guys then.